If you are broke right now trying to get started in virtual wholesaling real estate, you've probably watched all the real estate wholesaling guru ads. You probably got one before this video. You probably got a million type of people on TikTok telling you this is the way in 2024 you must get into wholesaling real estate. Virtual wholesaling real estate, any type of house flipping type thing, you're always asked, you have to do this, right? Right. And the honest truth is you're getting hit with all this and you're getting all these opportunities in your lap. And these really aren't opportunities. These are what we call sales funnels. And you're being asked to go join this program, do this little event for 7, 9, 10, 12 grand. You hop on a discovery call and the guru there tries to sell you and all these things and you get sold this big dream in wholesaling real estate. And your only question was, how do I get started? Right? I mean, I don't got 9 grand to go put into wholesaling real estate. Like I'm broke. And, I see everyone driving the crazy cars and all the fancy stuff and I want to get rich. The truth is, they're going to tell you like, hey, go put it on a credit card and go 9 grand in debt just so I can get my money, right? Let me tell you what you really need to do. In this video, I'm actually going to, as a millionaire wholesaler, a 7-figure wholesaler that makes hundreds of thousands of dollars a month wholesaling houses, I'm going to tell you exactly 5 strategies, only 5, not 12 different ones, not one, 5 ones that you can pick or choose in 2024 to actually get started that I would personally do if I was broke right now, living anywhere in the entire world for virtual wholesaling real estate. This is going to be something that, heck, you pay me all this money. I would tell you the same thing. In real estate wholesaling, it is not complicated. If you have no money, you can get rich. The only thing that's going to discriminate is you actually put in the work. The information, you don't have to spend 9 grand to go to this crazy guru course anymore. I have it all in here. I'm still the only wholesaling YouTuber to give all this information out for free. In this video, I will let you know what I'm doing. I'm giving you my top lists. I'm giving my top marketing channels and exactly how to do it. I'm also going to show you how to get my free scripts, how to download my contracts, how to get the best title company. It's all free. I'm not here to go try to get you on some crazy scoop type thing, okay? All I want you to do is just start getting some success in wholesaling real estate. I've taught hundreds of thousands of people how to get started in wholesaling real estate, and I'm here to help you gain that advantage so you can get rich today. So if you are questioning how I get started in wholesaling, what do I do? This is the video for you. So you might not know who I am. My name is Zach Gann. I started wholesaling real estate in 2017. Weird to say that's pretty much 7 years ago. I was 17 years old. So little 2016, 2017 really is when I kind of started, I guess. But for about 7 years, I've been wholesaling houses. And in those 7 years, I've made millions and millions of dollars. And I've poured that into other assets, mainly rental properties. And I have done very well for myself. And what I do is run a successful virtual wholesaling and regular wholesaling real estate operation. And the point of this YouTube channel is to educate you so you can learn wholesaling real estate for free. Now, I will give you a disclaimer. No guru ever tell you this. When you guys do well, you send me JV deals. I do JV deals and I get to be one of the biggest wholesalers in the country. And I get to flex on broke wholesaling gurus. That's kind of what I like doing, kind of a hobby of mine. And so what I want to do is teach you how to get started in wholesaling real estate absolutely for free today. If this sounds like something you like, sounds like something's cool, listen in and let's get started. Keep an open mind and we're going to break this all down. Now, if you're living at home right now, you want to start wholesaling houses, you're going to do this special thing. It's called virtual wholesaling. Now, I would love for you to do regular wholesaling real estate. Trust me, that'd be the greatest thing ever. You just do regular wholesaling at home. But if you live in a weird place, controversial, you live in Chicago, Hawaii, New York City, Miami, Key West, wherever you're at, it's going to be a lot more difficult to do traditional wholesaling real estate that you see all these gurus talk about, right? You're probably going to do virtual wholesaling real estate. And when someone puts in the word virtual wholesaling, they usually add an extra 3 or 4 grand to teach you what it is. And there's been no person to teach you how to do it for free. That's why I'm here. And so virtual wholesaling is exactly what we're going to do. Now, I can go on and on, like what is wholesaling real estate? What is virtual wholesaling, right? I truly believe if you're watching this channel, you should roughly know, but really down to the fundamentals, virtual wholesaling real estate is the ability to find people that want to sell their property, writing that under contract, and then selling that contract to a rich landlord or house flipper for an assignment fee, basically a finder's fee. Now, if I can make it even simpler than that, we find somebody that wants to sell their house, ready to write up a piece of paper to buy the house, and then we sell that piece of paper for a premium. Same thing if you're flipping a car. You buy a Mustang for 10 grand, and then you flip it to a Mustang enthusiast for 12 or 13 grand, you make 3 grand. The only difference is we're actually not purchasing the Mustang. We're actually writing a contract to buy that Mustang, and then we're selling that contract to buy it to another person for 2 or 3 grand. The reason why we're selling the contract, not the actual thing, is number one, this is the coolest part, like I don't have to to fork up 13 grand. I don't have to fork up 250 grand to go buy that person's house. All I have to do is fork up. I mean, for virtual wholesaling, it's technically free if you get a free like Adobe DocuSign e-signing service. So it really costs zero money to get started. That's the cool part about virtual wholesaling. The only thing that used to cost money is to learn how to do it. But again, I'm the only one that still teaches it for free. So we have free websites, courses that are free and everything like that. So it's pretty cool. I can teach you guys virtual wholesaling real estate. Now, if you're getting into this, there's a lot of virtual wholesaling videos. And I want you to understand this. If you search virtual wholesaling real estate on YouTube, you're going to see a cajillion videos. Heck, I've been doing virtual wholesaling real estate videos probably since 2020, 2019. Right. And the funny part about that is I would tell you not to watch any of those older videos. The truth about wholesaling real estate, the truth about virtual wholesaling real estate is it changes so much. And the way that I virtually wholesaled last year versus this year is completely changed. And the way I virtually wholesaled the year before that and the year before and the year after that is completely different. So virtual wholesaling real estate is an ever-changing thing. And the cool part about this is a live stream. I click the live stream button. You know I'm actually here right now. Okay. It's 10:18 p.m. About to be 10:19-ish p.m. Eastern Standard. So hopefully you guys know, maybe I'm really good at the pre-recorded live stream. Maybe I'm like one of those gurus, but no, it's live right now. And the reason why I like going live is like you're watching this is what's really working. This is what's working for the hundreds of thousands of wholesalers I teach. So it's working in my 7-figure wholesaling operations. And this is the information right now that's going to get you rich, financial freedom, actually help you out. So virtual wholesaling 2024, how do we start, right? How do we actually get started right now? We're brand new. This is a great opportunity. How do I start getting into virtual wholesaling? Now, the first thing we have to understand is knowledge. All right. This is probably the easiest thing, but also the most confusing thing because you're going to have every guru shoving a course down your throat. Give me 10 grand, give me 15 grand, give me all of your money, go sell your house, put everything on a $12,000 credit card. I don't care. You got kids at home. Money, 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 money. I'm a broke wholesaling guru. All right, that's what you're hearing. All the gurus don't like me saying this. They're all hating on me. I'm just telling you the truth. Now, knowledge. This is the part that stops most virtual wholesalers from becoming successful. Stops most of them. You know why? Because they don't have the knowledge, right? They don't know how to actually become successful. You usually got to pay a lot of money for it. Now, I'm teaching you how to do it for free in this video. I'm also teaching it in my free course. It's called freewholesaling.com. More on that later. Got nothing to sell you. Now, number one, freewholesaling.com. It's important, but let's get the knowledge up. Like, what do I do? How do I get started, right? And so wholesaling real estate, especially the virtual side of this business, okay? Virtual wholesaling, all right? Comes down to 3 things. This is what virtual wholesaling is. I will fight anyone on this. You can make it as complicated as you want, but really, if you're brand new, you want to get started, this is really what virtual wholesaling boils down to. We find a deal. So we find somebody that wants to sell their house. Okay, yes, I want to sell my house. We write up a contract to purchase said house. And then we sell that contract to a rich landlord or house flipper for a finder's fee and assignment fee, cash. That's what it is. That, in essence, that is virtual wholesaling real estate. I don't know why people make this more complicated than it really is. I don't know why people really want to get so stressed out about this. This is virtual wholesaling real estate. And when you talk to someone who teaches wholesaling or whatever like that, or some wholesaler, they're trying to teach it to, like, they're trying to make it complicated, right? You got to buy my system. It's super complicated. Stop hearing the naysayers. You go on TikTok, you hear all these things. Everyone makes it seem so confusing. Virtual wholesaling is truly these 3 things. We find the deal, we sign the contract, and we sell the contract. Now, there are some steps in between there, but really to understand what it is and what we're doing, those are the only 3 things we need to be focusing on. And these are the 3 things I do basically, my team, on a daily stinking basis to get rich, and you guys do for you to get rich, all right? And this is the concepts that no other person on YouTube has more success. Nobody's gotten their first deal from learning from somebody other than me. That's a weird way to say it. I have helped more people get the first virtual and first regular wholesaling real estate deal than any other person in the face of wholesaling real estate, probably in the history. I'd probably say the history of wholesaling real estate. You know why? Because nobody has a free course except for me. And so I've got hundreds of thousands of people in it. They all send me the checks. Thank you, Zach. Boom. So what I do works. What I do works for myself. So that being said, this is the concept. So let's kind of, what do we need to start doing? So the video is like, how do I start, right? Well, finding the deal is going to be the hardest part. Now, some people tell you need to go find the cash buyer first. And I recommend that for a lot of newbies, but still in this, especially this is live, finding a good, okay, not just finding a deal, a good deal is still going to be the hardest part, especially when I get started, when it comes to getting started in virtual wholesaling real estate. That is still going to be the most complicated, craziest part of getting started in this business. And so finding the deal is going to be the most difficult, the hardest part for anyone. And so this is really where I really want to deep dive on the people today watching this, because if you truly focus on exactly how to actually find a really good deal, finding the buyers, getting the deal sold, that stuff kind of follows itself with it, and it's a lot easier. So finding the deal for people watching this is going to be the hardest part. Now, how do we find virtual wholesaling deals, right? This is going to be a big question a lot of people have. Zach, how do I actually find good virtual wholesaling deals? I got you covered, right? Finding a good virtual wholesaling real estate deal is going to come down to really two types of marketing strategies. Number one is going to be outbound marketing strategies or inbound marketing strategies, or inbound leads, or outbound leads, or inbound, right? It's pretty much what the name says. Outbound, I'm reaching out to these people. Inbound, these people are reaching back to me. So reaching to me, reaching out, okay? This is what virtual wholesaling, regular wholesaling real estate, this is what it's all about, right? So I've personally found in my 7+ years, after doing 2,000+ wholesaling real estate deals, that outbound marketing is going to be harder to do, but it's going to be a lot faster to get said deal, okay? And then inbound marketing is going to be a lot more time intensive. So it's easier, I would say, but it's also going to be less work, but it's more tedious. I hate to say that, but like it's a lot more pain in a way. They're both painful, but they're both painful in different ways, if that makes sense, right? So would you rather get punched in the face for 30 seconds? Would you rather sit on a chair still for 7 hours, right? They're both pretty painful, like I mean, just they're different pain. You know what I mean? Like it's weird, right? And so that's the way it is. I know it's a bad analogy. People are gonna be like upset over that, but like it's kind of like that. Would you rather do sprints for an hour straight, or would you rather run continuously for an hour, but like get breaks? It's going to be painful no matter what. And there's just different types of weird. Now, personally, I'll always take outbound marketing because the pain's the same, except we just get the deal faster. And when I say pain, I don't mean physical pain. Okay. Like, I mean like mental, like, oh my gosh, like, just doing the same thing over and over again. It's so annoying, right? But like, it's like staying in a line of DMV. That's painful, right? I don't want to scare anyone by saying that, but like, yeah, it's pain, calling people, texting them, and you're not getting deals and you keep going, then you finally get the deal, right? But like, it can get painful. I get it, right? And so these are the two things we got to understand. Okay. We got outbound marketing and then inbound marketing. Now, outbound marketing is going to be either calling people, so cold calling them, and you might go, oh my gosh, cold calling. Whoa, chill, Zach. I don't want to do no cold calling right now. What do I look like to you? Some crazy dude? Hey. Let's chill out. We're trying to get rich. Let's make a quick 100K, quick 100 bands, in a year. You'll be a little different on the cold calling, right? But, heck, you can make $500,000 from cold calling. Taught a lot of people how to do that, millions of dollars, right? So cold calling is one of those strategies. One of these other strategies is SMS text blasting. And when I say the word SMS text blasting, everyone starts crying. When, Zach, you don't get it. It's complicated to text now. I have to do all these regulations and blah, blah, blah. Just get your dang phone and text from it. Ain't no regulations from that. Google Voice ain't got no regulations. I teach you guys how to virtually wholesale with no money. Okay, now, yeah, of course, there's paid softwares for SMS that tell everyone to do. If you have the money if you don't have the money for the marketing, just do the regular free stuff. And so I mean this, like the video I just told you today, if you're broke, you can still text blast. It's like a mindset shift everyone has, like, oh, I'm broke, I can't do this. Win. Now, this is the zero excuse channel. I'm the zero excuse guy. I'm here for you to cry all day. I'm here to get you rich, actually get you some success here. Outbound marketing is probably gonna be my personal preference because it's gonna get you deals faster. You're actually gonna go find some wholesaling deals quick and get a lot of success. That's kind of the point here. So I love outbound marketing. I could tell you all day. It's gonna be my personal favorite, but I also do inbound marketing too. They both get deals. So honestly, all up to you. So you got outbound marketing, then you got inbound marketing, right? And what's inbound marketing, right? Inbound marketing is going to be when the leads are coming to you, cold calling, you're trying to get the leads out, right? So you're reaching out to these people, right? So inbound marketing, digital bandit signs, these are leads coming to us. We can do direct mail, right? And now direct mail, be free, not free, reverse rank for dollars, sticky notes. There's a lot of ways to do it. That's one of them, right? We got JVing, which is basically joint venturing. That's another really good one I love doing, which I'm going to teach you today how to do. You do bandit comments, right? There are ways to do inbound marketing. There's not as much on inbound marketing, right? You can do a lot of inbound marketing and run out, especially if you're like a big hustler. So that is one warning I can give to everyone watching this. But it definitely is a very interesting way. It's a way for a lot of wholesalers, if you want to become successful, you can do, right? And so I like inbound marketing. I love outbound marketing, but I'll always tell you this. Outbound marketing is always going to beat inbound marketing, no matter what you do. If you are broke right now, inbound marketing is going to be worse than outbound. All right. Outbound marketing is really going to be the best. Cannot stress this enough. So many wholesalers, oh, I don't like the outbound. I don't like the cold call. Fine, then just stay broke. Oh, I don't want to be broke though, Zach. Do the inbound. But it's hard. You have to choose your difficult. And I'll tell you, I am going to lean and push people watching this, especially, hey, Zach, I want to get started. I'm going to push you to probably do the outbound marketing. And we'll teach you how to do some more stuff with this too today. But like I would prefer for everybody watching this right now, do some outbound marketing. Okay. Now, if I'm getting into this business, what type of lists should I be targeting, right? That's the next part. Like, okay, now we got the channel, now we got the lists. And so the best analogy is going to be the rod and reel and the bait, right? I love fishing. Right? There's no secret. I love to fish. I love to catch fish, eat fish, all that stuff, right? So if you're, one of those vegan type people that are upset with it, you can go join the guru. You could probably find a vegan wholesaling guru that don't fish. Go find them. But I like fishing. Okay. And to catch a fish, you need a rod and reel and you need some bait. Pretty much it. Okay. You can use a lure, you can use live bait, you can do all these things, right? And so the cool part about a rod and reel and bait is I can have the best, most expensive rod and reel in the world. And if I have terrible bait, fish ain't going to catch it. The fish don't really care how nice your rod and reel is, right? And on the flip side, I could have the best bait ever, but I could have the worst rod and reel. And when a fish bites on, the thing snaps in half and then boom, I don't catch the fish, right? And so the lesson of the story is you get the best rod and reel and bad bait, you're not going to catch anything. You could have really bad rod and reel and great bait and still catch nothing. But if I have okay rod and reel and okay bait, I still catch something. And if it's great, right? And so what I mean by this is your marketing channels are going to be your rod and reel and your lists are going to be the bait. And what I mean by that is you need both of them to work. You just can't focus on one thing and think you're going to get all the success. You're going to have to do a little bit of both. As Hannah Montana says, the best of both worlds, right? Don't get me started. I know every Hannah Montana song memorized from my sister. So deal with that as you will. But to get the best of both worlds, you are going to have to do both correctly. And it's a fine tuning process, but it's something if you can really learn how to master, you'll do well. And so these are going to be my top list to target. Now, my personal, if we are going pound for pound, Zach, if you can only use one type of list to get success, the men and women that have watched me forever probably are going to know what I say, but it's true. Government list. I'm always going to advocate for government lists because every guru, every YouTube video you watch, they tell you to go buy the software because they get a cut of it. I get a cut of software too. I don't mind, right? But they tell you to do that and to go just do the regular old thing, spend a bunch of money. Let's say you do it, right? And if you're broke, they don't like you because honestly, like I can't sell you a $7,000 program if you got no money. They don't like that. Now they teach you how to refinance houses now and credit cards and all that guru stuff. But honestly, that's not my game. If you're broke, you shouldn't be doing that. What you need to do is find an alternative path that not every Joe Schmo is doing, that actually has better quality lists that no one's doing. And there's unlimited amount of these lists. These are called government lists. These are not lists you can get from a software. These are lists you can get straight from the government. And they're way better than any paid software list. Now, there's one caveat on this, and this is the unfortunate truth. It is a lot more difficult to obtain that list. It's like it's more difficult to obtain gold than it is silver. So gold is more valuable than silver. It's easier to get silver than it is to be getting gold. And so because it is more difficult to get gold than silver, it is more valuable. All right. Stainless steel is worth a lot less than solid gold because it's a lot easier to get steel than it is to get gold. All right. No, but steel is harder and more durable, so it should be worth more. No. Because any Joe Schmo can go grab some steel, but not every Joe Schmo can get 1,000 pounds of gold, okay? And so this is what we have to understand about lists. Just because everyone can get it doesn't mean it's valuable, all right? Government lists, they're hard to get. These are golden lists. So what are these lists? I'll just give you some examples. Pre-foreclosures. This is a list of people behind on their mortgage payments. Next here, we got the code violations. People with tall grass, structural damage, code enforcement flags them. Neighbor calls code enforcement to go complain to them. They start getting fines. Code enforcement actually has cars and they drive for dollars around the city and actually get this information. It's pretty cool. You got the arrest record list, right? You got the liens, you got tax. So liens basically depends on the type of lien. But if someone's behind on their taxes, their credit card, their whatever there are, I mean, mechanics liens are a thing too, but we don't do mechanics liens here. Really type of any lien you're going to get on the property. You have tax delinquencies, people not paying their taxes, probates, people pass away. We're reaching out to the heirs. We have evictions. We got fire damaged properties. We got people that have their house on fire there, right? Evictions, people Literally, they're getting evicted from the property. We deal with a tired landlord who doesn't want to deal with the deal. Got the water shut-off list, a list of people that have water on their property it's running, and then they get shut off. They're motivated. We have the IRS tax lien list, basically people that are not paying their federal tax payments. Whoa, they're not paying their taxes. They might want to get rid of the property. That's a good deal. We got the credit card debt lien list, people behind the credit cards. There's I can go forever on this, etc., etc., etc. These lists go forever. They're amazing. They're a little more difficult to get, but I teach people in my free wholesaling course, freewholesaling.com. Now, my course right here, this is the link to it. It's free. It costs $0. There's hundreds of thousands of people that already joined it. And what it does is it does teach you how to pull these lists for free. Unfortunately, on YouTube, I cannot go and screen share how to do this anymore. I used to on my older videos, but YouTube has a privacy policy now where I can't share people's personal information. So what I did was I actually recorded and actually did that. And I put it on a private server, which I pay thousands and heck, tens of thousands of dollars a month just to run the site. So I spend a lot of money. So make it worthwhile. Go to freewholesaling.com to learn exactly how to do it. But government lists are amazing. I love doing them. I spend a lot of money to be the only YouTuber to ever talk about them still. It's really sad. It makes me cry at night. Not really, but I mean, it's just sad that these broke gurus don't even want to talk about. I'm still the only person on YouTube, me and Rick, to ever talk about government lists, which are sad, but you should be doing them. Okay. Now, paid lists. Now, again, you can pay for lists. If you got no money, it's going to be harder. You go to zachdata.com, listari.com. These are free trials to try them out. I mean, it's a pot. You can do it. I will push you if you have no money to do the government list, like I said before. But if you don't want to work hard, you just want to pay for it, you can do it. It's going to be just a little different, I would say, but it is a process you can be doing. All right. Now, this is a list, but it's not a list, right? What is it? It's JVing, or what we call joint venturing. Now, I love JVing. I love joint venturing. This is basically a strategy where you can find other wholesalers. All right. So like if you are someone living in Denmark and you're wholesaling real estate in, let's think of a decent market. I don't know. I'm going to call someone out here, right? There's a special market, but let's do Indianapolis. Okay. If I am going to be in Denmark, I can't physically drive for dollars in Indianapolis. I can virtually drive for dollars. That's a strategy, but I didn't really explain that today because I don't think it's going to be the best for us, right? What I can do is find a new wholesaler in Indianapolis. Maybe I go in the comments of this YouTube. Maybe I go to Wholesaling Houses for Real, which has over 121, most 122,000 people in it. Do you guys think 1 out of 122,000 people want to help you out and maybe split some deals with you? I think it's highly likely. And so you find one person out of 122,000 that wants to maybe drive for dollars for in Indianapolis. Maybe you skip trace it, get the phone numbers. Maybe you call, you split the deal 50-50, you gain a little trust on there, right? That's pretty cool. These are all possibilities for you to do. And I love people, no, it's a JV with me. Out of 122,000 people in Wholesaling Houses for Real, one person got to do it. I have 187,000 people on my Instagram. One of those people can probably help you out too. There are hundreds and upon hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that subscribe to all 4 of my YouTube channels, all my stuff. Like there are, I'm not saying this to brag, but there's hundreds of thousands of people. 1 out of those people, if you go on all my platforms, are going to want to work with you. And they can put bandit signs out with you. They can drive for dollars and give you leads, and you split the leads, right? There's just so many possible people that can go out here and work with you. And once you really understand this, you can actually start going out here and getting rich and actually start working with everyone out here. I love JVing. I love joint venturing. I think it's an amazing strategy to get started and one you should be doing. Now, once you pull this list, if you're broke right now, you got no money, I'm going to tell you there's 2 websites I highly, highly recommend. And these are going to be cyberbackgroundchecks.com or truepeoplesearch.com. That is right. Cyberbackgroundchecks.com or truepeoplesearch.com. Some people really don't like cyber background checks. I personally love it. A lot of people personally hate True People Search and they love cyber background checks. I don't know what. They're both free services to get people's phone numbers. I absolutely love them. They're the best. Go do them. If you want to pay for it, you go to like zachdata.com for some nice paid skip tracing. But really, if you're broke right now, why would you pay for skip tracing? Just use any of these sites. Still, no one ever wants to talk about them, but that's how you start doing it. So let's kind of break down these strategies. I got 5. If you're going to start in wholesaling real estate, virtual wholesaling right now in 2024, there's about 5 ways I would tell you to get started. 5 action plans. And this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to actually break down my action plans so you can actually start getting a start in virtual wholesaling real estate. What I'm going to do is just get some drink. I got decaf coffee today because I can't sleep at night if I drink regular coffee, but kind of reminds me it's in the morning, you know. But hey, decaf coffee, we're ready to go. So let's break this down. My 5 strategies to get started in virtual wholesaling real estate in 2024. Strategy number one, I would say to text pre-foreclosures, 75 texts a day from your personal cell phone, from Google Voice, maybe use your friend's cell phone, your mom's cell phone, multiple cell phones, and just text 75 texts a day for my free strategies and my free scripts at freewholesaling.com. How many did I tell you to text? Did I tell you to text 20? Did I tell you to text 30? Yeah, grab your stinking phone right here. You say, okay, I'm going to pop this up and just use the strategies I tell you, use the AI tools I tell you to do that are free. I'm not here to sell you this. This is all free stuff. So you can send me some JV deals. That's kind of the point here. Or just join Flipbook Plus and whatever you want to do, but I'm here to get you some JV deals so you can go see me. Go give me a hug, say, oh, thanks for teaching me how to wholesale houses. I'd be like, duh, of course. I know, broke wholesaling guru. But yeah, strategy one, text the pre-foreclosures. I would say about 75 texts a day is what you should be doing if you're going to do this strategy. Now, it's not a crazy strategy. Like, it's not like an insane amount I'm telling you to do. It's actually it's a pretty not stupid amount. I mean, I think anybody watching this can be doing this. So I'd say text the pre-foreclosures, 75 a day, use my scripts. You should do well. If you consistently do this every single day, probably get some good results. I'm not saying it's bad at all. I would say do that now. Strategy number two, a little more controversial. I would say you should cold call about 25 probates a day and then post 3 or 4 digital bandit signs a day. Now you're like, what's a digital bandit sign? Watch my last live stream I did last Sunday, or just go to freewholesaling.com, my free wholesaling course. Where I really break this down. You guys can tell this is recorded live. I mean, this is a live stream, but if you're watching this in the future and you're watching this I'm in the past currently, you're going to see this is live, right? But what I can tell you is 25 probates a day. Now what I do here is probably add some digital bandit signs, about 3 or 4 a day, post 2 on Craigslist, post 2 on Facebook groups, and you'll be good to go. I just had another lad today post a really cool check, 10 grand. He started in August. So about 2 or 3 months, I think 2 months landed the lead and then 3 months got the check, 10 grand. It's pretty cool. Love seeing people do I get checks daily now from all the strategies, but digital bandit signs specifically. I'm getting a lot of kids doing it. It's really cool, but digital bandit signs work. They actually get results. And what you need to be doing right now is start literally using them and you can actually get some success. Actually start getting rich in virtual wholesaling real estate. Now, strategy number 3 is a really good one. That's what I love. This is cold calling government lists. And this is kind of the Zach crazy method. And why do I call it the Zach crazy method? The truth is, this was a method that I did starting out when I was 18, 19 years old in college. And what I used to do was I used to cold call 5 days a week, 5 hours a day for a year straight. So 5 hours a day, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 2 to 7 p.m. for basically a year straight. And I made a lot of money doing this. And so if you're a crazy individual and you tell me, Zach, how do we get started? How do we get rich? I want to be just like you, blah, blah, blah. If you want to be just like me, you're going to have to do what I did. You're going to have to put the same, if you want to be like me, you're going to have to work just as hard as me, right? Michael Jordan said this, Kobe Bryant said this. And so if I'm doing this, so if you want to be like Kobe Bryant, so Kobe, I want to be just like you, he would have probably said, you're going to have to work just as hard as me. And Kobe Bryant used to have the 6-6-7 thing where he used to work out 6 days a week for 6 hours straight for like 7 months straight to get ready for a season or something like that. That's literally what he did. Isn't that crazy? And you expect to be better than him and you're not putting that type of work. That's why people are like, Zach, I'm going to be better than you in wholesaling. I'm like, go do it. But if you want to be better than me, you're going to do more work than me. And I literally put my all on the line at 17, 18, 19, 20, and parts of 21 years old of where I worked every second of the day in wholesaling real estate. When I went to bed, the last thought of my mind was wholesaling. When I woke up in the morning, my first thought was wholesaling. I was married to the game. Okay. I should get a wedding ring for wholesaling real estate. I'm married to the game, but it's the truth. All I was doing was wholesaling houses from 17 to 21 years old. I wasn't having any fun. Basically 20. Once I became a millionaire, I didn't slow down, but I kind of scaled out more than there. I was like an old man. I'm like, okay, I made my million. Well, let's chill out. Let's kind of expand. And then I made even more money from there. So I learned how to scale. But all I do is wholesale house. And a lot of people want to be like me, but they're not willing to do the work that I did. And that's frankly a shame. If you want to become just as successful as me, you are going to have to put in the same amount of work I did. Now, I could have probably worked smarter, so you could probably work less to get the same success as me, but it is a strategy. It's not for the faint of heart, but if people that do get wholesaling deals, they do this. And all you have to do is just cold call government lists. That's it. Like the list I say, skip tracing them at night, cold call for those 5 hours, repeat, get rich. I mean, just that strategy 3 is ain't for the faint of heart. This is probably the toughest one out of all the 5, but it is one that you should be doing. Okay. I don't recommend this if you don't know how to cold call. I don't recommend this if you haven't really gone through the free wholesaling course, freewholesaling.com. But I will recommend for everybody watching this, if you do want to actually become successful, you are going to actually have to go out here and do the work. The work is always going to be required for success. You cannot skimp around not doing the work. You are going to have to work hard. You are actually going to have to put in effort to become successful. If you put in the effort, the wholesaling deals will come, but you're going to have to work. You're going to have to grind. You're going to have to do all the effort, but the success will come. Now, strategy 4, great one. Text and skip trace 3 hours a day. So maybe not 5, giving you a little break here, but I would say you need to text and or skip trace for 3 hours a day, 4 to 7 p.m. That would be the perfect time, I would say, if you're going to do it, right? 4 to 7 p.m., whatever time zone your sellers are in, that's what I'd say. So if you lived in Utah, whatever the Utah time, let's do just California, right? Just do Pacific time, right? And so text and skip trace 3 hours a day of government list, government list, government list, government list. I know it sounds counterintuitive. I know it sounds crazy, but I do promise you, if you actually just consistently text, you consistently call the right list that not everyone else is doing, you'll get results. I always say this, if you do guru stuff, you get guru results. So if you listen to a guru and you do the scripts that the gurus say, and you end up being like a guru. And what are gurus? Gurus are broke. Duh. You want to get rich, do what I'm doing. It's how it works. It drives me crazy when people use the wrong scripts and then the sellers magically don't work. I'm telling you, gotta do the results. Do the things I say. Strategy 5, this is one of my personal favorites, but just text and cold call both of these. So you're going to text and call these lists. This is a little more niched out strategy, but this is a strategy I do like. Text and cold call the evictions list, text and cold call the fire damage properties list, text and cold call the arrest record list, and text and cold call all the liens. Now here's my favorite one. We're going to do some one-on-ones today. I love teaching people. I love talking to the people one-on-one, all of my subscribers, people that watch, right? I love just getting on a call with them and talking. We're going to do this, right? And I always get these, Zach, I'm broke. I want to get rich. I want to become successful. I want to become a millionaire like you. Okay. Text and cold call the fire damage properties. And they say, okay, but that's difficult. That's so hard. Oh my gosh, I tried it. It was just so difficult. Is there an easier thing you can do? I get all these mad excuses. All I can hear is, I want to get rich, but I don't want to work hard for it. Pity. I have no pity. It's shameful, honestly. You want to get rich, you're going to have to do the work it takes to get rich. There's not one self-made millionaire in wholesaling real estate that didn't put in the work. The millions of dollars don't just flow into you by just being a lazy bum. And for you in 2024 to get successful, you're going to have to do lists like this. It's not 2015 where it's a lot easier to get wholesaling. You're going to have to be a lot more methodical when it comes to getting rich. I'm telling you exactly what you got to do. That's it. Your competition ain't doing the fire damage property list. Why? It's difficult. But it's really not that difficult though. Cold call the fire department. So Harris County Fire Department, ask for a list of all the houses that went on fire for the past 30 days. We're not giving that information. Okay, well, can I speak to your manager? Okay. Hey, manager, I need to get this list. Oh, why do you want to get this? It's private independent research. Well, it's for a school project. Okay, sure, fine. Oh, it's a little difficult to get the list. It's a little difficult. Oh no. I get these mad excuses from people. But really, if you want to get rich, you're going to have to do these. This is a strategy for you. Text and cold call the evictions. Text and cold call the fire damage properties. Text and cold call the arrest record list. Text and cold call the liens list. That is it. If you want to get rich, do one of these strategies. That is how it works. Now I need to get real with you people. You either take action or your business dies. Action or death. And that sounds really scary to say, but it's actually true. Either you move or your business dies. Your dreams die. Why am I getting all crow? I'm actually being honest and truthful with you. You want to get rich? You want to retire your mom? You want to make 15 grand to help your life? Maybe help pay for your kids' tuition or whatever? You take care of your mom, maybe make sure your wife doesn't have to work a job anymore. You want these dreams and you have these dreams. These dreams will die if you don't work. These dreams will die if you take no action. And you have the audacity to tell me, oh, it's so hard. It's hard for me. What are you talking about? It's hard for everyone to get rich. Don't feel like you're a sorry little snowflake, I'm such a... There's always somebody with a harder situation than you. that got out of it. Always somebody. If you feel like you're an extra special person and my life's so bad, give me pity, give me money. It don't work like that. Everybody wants that, but that's not what the truth. You got to work for it. Everything in life is never given to you. It is earned. And you must earn this life that you want to get. You want to become a millionaire. You want to start making it. You have to earn it. You have to do the work. I'm giving you all the strategies for free, by the way. I guess this is given, but this isn't given though, because you have to earn the work. I'm giving you the easy stuff. All right. Like the information for me, it's easy. You pay me $4,000, I'd give the same info. So the truth is you gotta do the work. Think about this. You are in a frozen lake right now. This is your life. I just literally threw you. Okay. I literally threw you in a frozen lake. Think about that for a second. You got thrown in a frozen lake. What does that mean? Well, hopefully you guys never been in a frozen lake. I've dipped my foot in a frozen lake once. I've never been thrown in one. It's life-threatening. Do you know what your choice is if you get thrown in a frozen lake? The ice cracks. You get two choices. You drown or you swim and move. That is it. Those are your two choices. You don't got 4 hours just to sit in a frozen lake and hope for someone to see you. Oh, there's someone's going to rescue me. No, it don't work like that. Either you drown, you freeze to death, or you swim to safety. Those are your options. Oh, but swimming's a lot of work. Swimming's tiring. It's cold. Oh, wait. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna move. You ain't gonna drown. That's not who you are. And a lot of you guys are in the situation with your dreams. Your dreams, you got thrown in the frozen lake. Either you move out of it and you actually get rich and start becoming successful, or you drown and let your dreams die. Which one are you going to choose? You need to make this decision right now. Get rich and chase my dreams, or drown and die with the dreams. Live your regular 9-to-5 job. That's fine. That's fine. Being broke your rest of your life. That's okay. Make the decision. I tell you, I think getting rich is a lot better. They're both difficult. They both require work. They're both stressful, but getting rich is a lot less stressful, guys. I'm just telling everybody watching this right now. When you are thrown in a frozen lake, you can't go cry in the corner and say, oh, it's just so difficult. Wah. You got to move or you're dead. A lot of you guys don't think of it like this, but you have to either go for your dreams or your dreams die. That is it. I made the very, very conscious decision to go after my dreams, and it worked. A lot of you guys to actually get out of the matrix, the 9-to-5 life, you decided to swim, you decided to move. But some of y'all decided it's just too hard for me, and I'm just going to drown my dreams. I'm okay taking my salary. Hey, it's fine. It's fine. But you're never going to be able to say you became successful. And so the truth for everyone right now, you have to make that decision right now. What are you going to do? I think for everyone, being broke is a lot more difficult than being rich. Okay. I can tell you, I've been rich. I've been poor. I choose rich every time. Now they're both stressful. They're both a lot of work. But I'll tell you right now, being rich is a lot less. They're both the same amount of stress, but at least I can be stressed in my jet ski versus stressed paying my bills. Okay. Of course I feel pressure. Of course I got a lot of mouths to feed being rich, but I mean, it's not stressful. Honestly, it's really not, because I can just go ghost and just live on a nice little 7-bedroom house on a farm or whatever, and just take my passive income and just live. I could do that, quit YouTube, quit everything, and just quit wholesaling and just take all my passive income and live the rest of my life. I could do that too, zero stress. But I'm trying to teach people how to wholesale for free. I got gurus trying to sue me. I got people send me cease and desist letters every day. Not every day, but a lot more than it should be. I get a lot of backlash for teaching wholesaling for free. There's millions. I mean, not hundreds of, maybe hundreds of millions in coaching revenue that gets lost. Tens of millions I know from coaching revenue that's lost from freewholesaling.com. And I got everyone just going after me. But I decided to do this all for free so you guys can actually get rich and chase your dreams. And I know if I was broke right now, and I didn't have Rick in to help me learn wholesaling for free, there'd be no one else to do it. So I decided to be that guy, and no one else is willing to do that. And so that's why I'm trying to rich an olive branch to you. I've been rich, I've been poor. Choose to be rich. Do it. Even if it doesn't work out, which I'm saying you shouldn't have that in your mind, but even if it doesn't work out, at least you can sleep at night knowing you tried. Nothing's worse than having that regret when you're 90 years old saying, oh, I never did it, never tried. I never made the attempt. I never put my all into something. I never chased after my dreams. At least if you chased after your dreams, and even if you failed, you can honestly die knowing you tried your best. When you quit, when the first part gets tough, you got regrets. And you don't want to be that guy or gal that has regrets, okay? That's the way I always look at it. So get rich now. Do the hard things. It's always going to be worth it. And I can tell any young lad out here watching this, right? If you're 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 years old, okay? You got no kids? You're not married. This is the perfect time for you to take risks. This is the time. You will have no better opportunity in your entire life right now to get started in wholesaling real estate, to chase your dreams, to become a millionaire, probably become the first millionaire in your family than right now. Okay, you hearing me right now? You're 25, 26, heck, you're 35 years old. You got no kids and a wife or a husband, whatever, right? This is your time to take risks, because once you have the wife nagging you, your husband nagging you, you got 5 kids nagging you, whatever it is, it gets a lot more difficult to start going after your dreams, because you got mouths to feed. You got people to take care of, right? Your parents get older. You got to take care of them. You can't take the crazy risks. Do it now while your parents are 40, 50, 60 years old. Don't do it when they're 80 or 90 and they need you to help them out. Take the risks now. This is the time. This is the opportunity. Now, you're watching this, you're 67 years old. That's fine too. That's fine. It's more difficult. And I think everyone can vouch for me. When you got kids, more difficult to start doing your dreams. And so I'm telling everyone young watching this, you have no better time. I was able to work 15, 16, 17 hours a day because I was 18, 19 years old. Okay. I'm telling that's why I became successful, because I literally, all I did was wholesale house, maybe an hour or two a week. I'd call my friends up and maybe play basketball for an hour. That's it. Okay. That's it. All right. No girlfriend, none of that stuff. Just wholesaling houses. They could take whoever I want on a jet ski, on a boat, anywhere. You know why? Because I decided to sacrifice everything to gain everything. I sacrificed everything to gain anything in my life that I wanted. All right. I want to take my mom out anywhere in the world. You can go fly first class, go anywhere. You know why? Why can I give her everything? Because I gave up my everything when I was starting out in wholesaling. This is the truth that you have to decide for yourself. Either you sacrifice 3-4 years of your life for the rest of your life, or you sacrifice 70 years of your life for 5-10 years of your life. This is it, guys. Either decide to make the change today or stay broke. Steve's got a good one. Sacrifice. Oh my Lord. That's a good one. Sacrifice. Make the sacrifice today. Y'all crack me up. But yeah, that's the truth, guys. You have to work hard. Nothing in life is given. Tomorrow is never given. Nothing in life is ever given. You could be dropped dead tomorrow. Who knows? But you want to say, at least before you're gone in this world, that you tried everything possible to get rich. So hopefully I speak to somebody today on this. It's true. Put in the work. The results will follow. I made the sacrifice. It changed my life. You do the same thing. I'm trying to give you all the tools. So